Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, I'm live right now. I have good connection.
Like I'm waiting right now, saying connect to this the preview. I did hit go live. All right, give me a few seconds. Before we hit live, let me get this hot water.
All right, I'm gonna make sure I send out some stuff here. Let me plug in my head. No, I don't feel like plugging in my headphones. I don't need to. Let's actually share the link.
All right. So give about two. I'm setting mine for like 17, so I'm giving it a few minutes. We hit live and just do it, so that people can be kind of prepared.
Yeah, I'm gonna share right now on Facebook and then Twitter. All right, come on. There we go. All right, let me share this with my phone, and I'll post it on.
Perfect timing. Why y'all are quiet? All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Give me a second. Talking about busy work beats.
Well, I already did
Oh,
it.
that's all right. That's all right.
It's all good. BGJ. Wait. Gotta take it, people. Please stand by.
All right, we gotta wait for people to jump in, anyways. So while we're waiting a couple of seconds, I'm gonna already post it on Facebook. I'm gonna send something on Twitter.
I hope mine's going live. I hope it's going live right now. I don't see a preview of it.
Mine's live. Just waiting for a few people to get in, and then on yours.
Check and see.
Oh, see if you're live.
Yeah, cause I don't know if mine's.
I saw a notification come through. Yeah, I think you're live.
I'm live.
Let me see.
It would be nice if I could see that, but I can't tell you. Well,
I could tell you in a second.
Just time to get up in here.
YouTube's trying to give me ads right now, so.
Gonna be another short one today. To the point.
Come on, man.
Sound like the old YouTube way of streaming. You can see better.
Like you're on here, but it won't let me. There we go. Yeah, you're live, bro.
Okay, just make sure.
Oh wait, no, never mind. My bad. That's me. My bad. That's me.
Okay, I'm live.
Okay, you good?
Yeah, we good.
All right.
All right. So we got five people in here.
All right, we finally getting started then.
So we're gonna switch over cameras. Just give people a little time. We'll switch over, do a little small talk before we get into it. So, boom, there we go. And my camera does look good.
I told you, bro. but I'm not seeing you though. I'm not seeing you.
I think it's the. Oh yeah, see me on Google Hangouts.
Yeah.
Actually on my stream you can see me because I say I can't use. But
but we fixed that last time though.
I gotta get to the webcam, man. That's it.
Well, while you're doing it, I'm gonna talk real quick. So, welcome everybody. This is Jose from Mighty Marketplace and Entrepreneur Digital Marketing. I'm with Mr. Different. He's actually trying to get his camera set up on his end. We thought we were prepared, but we forgot about that small little mishap. So if you guys are watching his side, you'll be able to see him. But if you're watching on my side, you won't be able to see him. So today we're going to be speaking about social listening. Before we get into that, I want to speak about one thing that I think you guys should actually look at and pick up from the brother over at Busy Work Beats website. He actually has a product called, I don't want to mess this up because it's a very valuable product. It's the Music Theory Essential. and the music theory in a day. You want to get that one, the music theory in a day, and you want to get melody magic and chord magic. And the reason why I say that is because I actually picked up music theory in a day, and I understood music in a sense because I always played by ear, and I would read books, and it just never made sense to me. I could just never grasp it. And even my brother, my little brother, my younger brother was trying to explain to me what like chords were and playing in key, and I never understood playing in key. I always played by ear. So when I got Busy Works Beats, music theory in a day, the way he explained it, it like literally, it was worth every penny. Like literally, if he charged like $800 for it, I would still pay $800 for it because it cleared up a lot of things that I didn't understand. And then once he explained it in his way, it like opened my mind, and I finally understood like how to play in scale and what a scale actually meant. I guess I was just at that time I was prepared and ready to listen. Wow, dude, your video is horrid right now. You are pixelated, bro. Don't even worry. I see that look. I see that look right now. You good, bro. That's what happens when you have a family, man. You gotta deal with those things. But yeah, guys, please head over to Busy Work Beats website. Pick up those courses if you're trying to learn how to play the keyboard. That I can't stress enough like how much those courses helped me.
Go.
That's all right.
I'm sorry, so dark on your screen too, by the way.
Am I dark? It's dark. I can lighten. I can turn on the light real quick.
They say your voice is low, man. They say your voice is low. And I wanna.
My voice is low. I bet you.
Yeah, they say your voice is low.
How's that? Is that a little bit better? That's
I mean,
probably
me,
why.
I can hear it fine, but I don't know. Also, YouTube is having issues right now. The bit rate of my stream is acting goofy as hell.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was having that same issue about what was it? What was it last weekend? I told you that when we were in Chicago. When I was in Chicago.
We're trying to look. Don't worry, it ain't gonna be like a super long stream today. Like, when we do these marketing streams, we try to keep them as quick and easy and concise as possible, so you can understand them. So, we'll try to do our best. Like I say, but YouTube is having issues. Once again, it's probably just me. I got charter. But yeah, I guess I just dive into it. So I know it's a Saturday. You guys probably having a good time. So I got stuff later to do. My dad's birthday, so I'm spending time with him later on tonight. Just kind of fun, get it out there. So we'll just try to keep it as quick as possible for you guys. So let's get right into it, Jose. So I'll let you start off, and then we'll, because you got to explain this to me as well, because I want to understand this as well, because I didn't fully understand what you're talking about. But then we're talking about understanding social listening. So I want you to take it over and explain to that what that actually is and how to achieve that.
Okay, so if you guys watch me on my channel, I was talking about social listening earlier in the week or last week, but I didn't explain as much that I want to now. I wanted to do it on your platform so that way people actually can comprehend a little bit better. I just wanted to give a little tidbit. But like social listening is more of listening to your mentions of your company, your business, your brand. As a producer, you want to make sure that you okay, for you, Mr. Difference. So you want to make sure you actually understand, when people are talking about you. So like perfect example would be like if you're on Twitter, right? And someone @s you, it normally would pop up on your feed, right?
Yeah.
Now, what if they don't have the add button, the sign on with your name? You won't know that someone's speaking to you. And some people don't understand that they need to add that. So how do you make a reply to someone that may be leaving a positive feedback or even a negative feedback about your brand? You can't if you don't know how to monitor that. So social listening is basically you're monitoring those actual names or keywords that you're looking for. So what you want to do, like in a great tool to use, it's free, is Hootsuite. So you want to make sure you actually have like a mention tab that actually has Mr. Different, that you're looking for that keyword. So that when people mention you, whether they put the @ or with the @ or out without the @ you'll be able to actually reply. So if I'm a disgruntled customer because I had a bad day and I went and bought a kit from you, and I didn't get my URL link. Now I'm pissed because like
Right.
you didn't reply to me in like 30 seconds after I emailed you. Because of my bad day. So you'll have that. So like this is BS and blah 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 and Mr. Different is shit because of this, that, and the third.
I get that all the time.
Well, now if you monitor that at least like 2 or 3 times a day, you can see like, oh, let me get back to Jose real quick. Hey, I apologize that you had to, I apologize for this issue. I didn't know that you had this. Did you send me an email? I might have missed. And I could reply, no, I didn't send an email. Okay, well, next time you ever have a challenge like this, please email me so I can get this and help you quicker. However, what's the problem? So I can fix this. And you want to take that discussion in the DMs. You don't want to have that open discussion. So the initial conversation should be, I apologize for any challenges you may have. Please DM me so we can resolve this challenge. And then that
Right.
conversation can happen in a DM, and you can clear those things up. And so that's like one way to look at it. The other thing is you want to make sure that you're listening to actually help your reputation. That's the other thing. Because like when you talk person to person, it's a lot easier, right? Because you can see the person, you get to know the person. But when you're on social media, you don't know all your customers like you and I know each other. So you got to make sure you're paying attention and listening to when you're being mentioned, whether it's positive or negative, so that way you can at least have a chance to make a reply. So that's
Right.
that's how you want to look at social listening. So using like a program like Hootsuite will allow you to actually do that. There's other programs too, like where is this? I have it right here. Radiant 6 is one. It's a little It's very pricey. Another one is Mention. I just started messing with it today because I wanted to see how it is, and I'm using Hootsuite and Mention. And Mention's like a mid level, but they have a free account that you can start off with just to kind of see how it works, and then you can move up a level. It's so far it's decently priced. So that's what you want to be able to use as tools that actually can help you monitor that. So all right, so another thing is like, how do we listen? So we can listen by brands, like you said, yourself. You can listen. You can also, for us, which we create products. We actually release products to people. We can actually follow other brands like Native Instrument, Ableton, Avid, Pro Tools, Splice, and I started following Splice and on their mentions, and then you can capitalize on those challenges. So I actually just saw one from Splice, someone actually making a side comment about the loops on Splice, and I, left a comment basically saying, hey, don't worry about XYZ, you should focus on this. And then so what that does is I didn't try to sell them anything. I just I gave them an honest reply not to worry about what they were worried about, and they should focus on XYZ in a positive way. So now they see my audio marketplace, the icon, the logo, they're gonna go to my profile and see what I'm about.
Right.
So now you're building rapport with people. So that's the other importance, especially for producers. So if you want to work with an artist, like a local artist, the best way to do that is to actually start social listening to other people, making sure you understand like your competition. You can listen to your competition, so that way, say I'm a producer, I make beats, right? And customer complains on my audio marketplaces, like, hey, this beat that I bought was whack, blah blah blah.
Oh,
Instead of coming to me, that they just want to, like, that's how
yeah.
people are some days. They just want to do it in the open. That's just that is what it is. Most of us that are business minded, we know to like go to the back end and have a private conversation. Um,
Yeah.
well,
That's just how today's time is anyway.
yeah.
So we can't nothing you can really do about that. You got to just prepare for it, pretty
So what
much.
that allows, so now that if you're watching your competition and you're monitoring and you're listening to that, you would see like, oh, James actually didn't like my audio marketplace's beats. Hey James, my name is Mr. Different. Sorry to hear that you had a bad experience. However, what type of music you looking for? Now you just started a conversation.
Right.
Now you have an in. I mean, you gotta be careful, be tactful, because you don't want to come off salesy. nowadays, regardless, people don't like to be sold. It's just the way it is. Even though they need to be sold, they don't like to be sold.
Yeah, and I noticed that, like I said, like for example, you just talking about the whole working with local artists thing. I noticed that too myself because I actually got a video coming out that's going to be explaining to people like how I actually sell beats because I don't have a beat store. And everybody asks me like, "How you selling beats? How are you making money?" And it's like, well, I'm really just talking to people, like and getting to know them, and not just coming out. Hey, I sell beats. I'm a producer. I'm on YouTube. Mr. Different TV. Look me up. Follow my beat. I don't do that. I actually come to them like a human being, talk to them like, hey, what type of music you listen to? What stuff you like? Oh, you like that? I like that too. I have conversation with them, actually talk to them. That way I know what they like and are interested in, and then eventually they come out like, yeah, I be doing music. Like, oh, really? I make beats. And like, oh, really? What kind of? Then the conversation comes in like, oh, you were just trying to, sell me these beats that everybody getting on, and at least, and like,
Yeah,
how the beat game is right nowadays.
yeah,
Everybody's selling these, $20 beats, and everybody's getting on them. They have like 100 people on them, and nobody wants that nowadays. So you got to figure out a new strategy. I think, like, yeah, like actually understanding your customer. Because all you need is a few customers that are loyal to you. You
correct.
can make a living. Like, think about, if you got, say you got 10 to 20 artists who really like your beats, and say you just sell them a beat for $100. Every month you sell them, they buy one beat for $100. Do the math. That's a lot. Think of all the people who trying to sell these beats for $20 a lease,
So the
and,
thing
and
is,
barely
right there.
and barely can make the payment for beat stores.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
but so yeah, I mean, it's a I
We're
don't know.
getting
It's
away. We're getting
being a
away
people
from
person,
human.
and understand your customer is more valuable now. It's more valuable in my opinion, but that's just me. Like, everybody's different, of course. So
Yeah,
don't take
correct.
this with, like, don't take this as rules, because therefore we're not trying to teach you guys. We're trying to say like, hey, if you don't do these steps, you're not going nowhere. It's like, hey, these are some techniques you can look into. You might be able to mix it in with what you already know, what you're learning, and then formulate your own formula, your own
Correct.
concoction that can make you successful. That's what we're trying to do. And that's what we're trying to say. So yeah, I think the socialist thing is really good. I think understanding your customer is a big thing that a lot of people don't do nowadays. I think.
No, they don't. And everything you're doing right now, basically, like going to the studio, like we've been talking, like that's technically social listening, but in the real world, like you're going to the studio, you're networking, you're speaking to these people, so you're getting the instant feedback right away. Where social media is like, I'm I'm at my phone right now, so I'm gonna text something. I'm looking for this type of beat and walk away, because I'm eating dinner or doing something else or hanging out with my friends or in the studio or doing whatever. 2 or 3, 4, 5 hours later, I might come back and see your reply.
Right.
Where you're doing that like face to face conversation and building a connection and a network with the person.
Hey, can you bring your mic just a little closer? Like, I think it's saying like it's just.
How's
I
that?
don't know. I don't know if it's me
I
because
wonder. I wonder if your
I'm
end
not
needs
part
to.
of y'all, so do apologize. My broke gang internet access. So
Yeah, I had to turn my volume down.
acting crazy.
I think it's your volume. You got to turn up your input on your end.
We're both streaming and we're also chatting online, so it's like it's
Yes.
hey, nothing's perfect. We'll get it right one day. We'll get it completely right. So,
So
but
that's
hopefully it'll be a little better.
that's pretty
It's pretty
much.
loud and clear. I'm sorry, dude. Man, dude, I ain't know I was. Y'all know y'all like my voice. I agree with this.
So real
Hopefully,
quick,
be a little better.
social listening. You want to make sure you're listening to your competition. You want to make sure you're listening to influencers, people like artists, producers, like whoever you're trying to work with. You want to start listening to, making sure you have mentions, so that way you can kind of monitor their feeds and you can kind of interject and have your input in a positive way. Obviously, if you want to work with that person, you don't want to be negative. You want to actually be positive. Um, if you don't agree with something, don't say nothing. Don't voice your opinion. Just keep that to yourself, because it's business. And if you want to work with somebody, sometimes I'm not saying you should do nothing. You shouldn't do some work with somebody if they have a certain type of belief. That's something you have to understand yourself. And just because someone has a different belief than you does not mean they're a bad person. So that's one thing that you have to understand. Like I've had that with other people where I might have not liked how they handle things. However, just because they made one mistake does not mean that one mistake defines them the rest of their lives. So you got to understand that as well. So the easy things to do is just find out what brands you want to monitor, find out what topics, whether it's like new software, new VSTs, or new tech, or an actual company like Apple or Samsung or Sweetwater, Native Instruments, Pro Tools, Ableton, FL Studio. make sure you understand what target you're going for. So for producers, yours is going to be like artists. Like, what are artists listening to? What magazines, if there are magazines they're actually trying to get on, understand those. What forums, and that's kind of where you want to do monitoring. And there's certain tools. Hootsuite only does monitoring for like Twitter, IG. They're having issues with right now. Facebook, and there's a few other ones, and there's a few other programs that you can get. But again, you got to come out of pocket. You got to, when you're ready to do that, that's when you do that. When you start making money, that's when you start investing in yourself. So make a plan of what you want to do, who you want to target, and what you want to monitor, and then start making conscious decisions to do that every day. You don't have to do it 4 hours a day. You just need to do it once in the morning, figure out what time that is in the morning, and then once in the afternoon. Check it twice. That's all you need to do. Make it simple. So with that being said, I have nothing further. And if you guys have questions, please, make sure to send us emails, post in the comments. I will monitor Mr. Different's comments as well. I'll go back if I see anybody leave a reply. Have any questions, I'll comment that way. Otherwise, you can email me at myaudiomarketplace@gmail.com.
Also follow you on YouTube as well. The YouTube channel, you do a lot of streams and a lot of shows and stuff.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Yeah, make sure y'all follow him as well. Give us some show support. And also just like I said, leave comments. Let us know what you want to know. Like we can come up with topics. It's hard for us to come up with topics. We don't know what you guys want, but when you guys tell us exactly what you want to know, what you want to listen to, what you want to hear, and all that, then yeah, we know what to make. We know what kind of content to build around it. Like I said, the point of our channels is not to build ourselves up, but to build everybody else up, and we can't do that without your help and your support.
Correct.
So make sure you leave a comment just to let us know what you guys want to know about, and we'll try to do what we can to help you out with this. So yeah, like I said, it's not a long stream. It's only about 20 minutes. So if you got any questions, we'll be happy to answer a few little questions real quick. If not, hey, we'll definitely catch you. We'll see you around. So we'll leave it open for any questions real quick. See if anybody got any, If
Yeah.
if you don't, you can ask us anything, Ask us anything. We don't really care, Always around.
So right now I'm like going through my social media certification. So that's why I'm just kind of like looking at things that interest me, that I figured would be helpful to the tribe. So as I keep going through it, which I'm hoping to have it finished by next week if everything works out. So I've been just doing a module a week. So I'm finishing up this module this weekend. My second module this weekend. I think it has like 6 or 7 modules. And then as I go through modules, then
myself and trying to get some new knowledge, my dang self on some new stuff. So that's the only thing I want to say. Also, just chase knowledge. Don't be afraid to chase knowledge.
Man,
and,
yeah.
Don't be afraid to learn as much as you can.
Get books, man. Get books.
There you go. There you go, right there. So I don't really see no questions. Like I said,
all right.
Thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you, everybody.
Appreciate you guys. Short little stream, nothing special. Like I said, we do this little stream just kind of give you guys a little stuff to look into and hopefully build your brand and better yourself. Because at the end of the day, we're not trying to make money. We're not trying to sell you stuff. We're trying to help you guys make money because everybody wants to do what they dream of, and doing what you dream of and making a living off what makes you happy is a great feeling. I know you guys want to experience that as well. And if you're already experiencing it, shout out to you. Good job. Keep it up. And those who haven't done it yet, you will get there. I promise you if you just stay hard at it. So let me say any closing thoughts?
No, you did a great job, man. I just appreciate you helping me out as well and helping me spread the word. All right.
Appreciate it.
You guys there have a good one.
We'll catch you guys in the next video.
See you guys later.